Alright, this is my third attempt to record this video. I keep fucking up, going over the time limit, saying stupid shit, tripping over my words, wasting a lot of time, whatever. Let's start. So here's 3XOSC, here's the default sound. Alright, cool. Exit Edison real quick. Oh. Is Edison recording? Is Edison recording? Haha, no it's not. See, that would have been a fuck up right there. See, I would have had to record this again. Alright, so it's recording now. Cool. Alright, so now how do we make sounds in 3XOSC? Last video I explained to you like what the different sections are, kind of what they do a little bit. This one I'm going to kind of go a little bit more in depth on how to combine waveforms and use tuning and shit to make your sound. For the purpose of this tutorial and my sanity, I'm going to go for a trance lead because if 50% of producers out there are looking for a sound like this or how to make it. So I'm going to show you. So first things first, if you're looking to make a trance super saw is what they're known as, you're not going to be using a sine wave because it's too soft. You need something with growl. So you need to be using a square, a saw, or the combination of them. I'm going to use saw waves. So first things first, set all three of them to a saw, and I'm going to set the coarse tuning on oscillator 2 to 0 semitones and oscillator 3 to -12. Once we have that, god damn it, fuck, this is pissing me off. Alright, that's 12. So once we have that, turn the volume on oscillators 2 and 3 back up. Get my headphones working. Stupid fucking headphone jack. Alright, there we go. So we now have this sound. You know, nothing special, kind of annoying. So how do we detune it? Well, we use the fine pitch knob. And I'm going to tweak this one to the right about 15 to 20 cents. I'm gonna go 18, 17, somewhere right in the middle there. 18 sounds good. This one to the right, the other direction, 18 cents. We now have this. Hey, it sounds a little fatter. But how do we make it fatter? Well, we use this knob here. It's called stereo detune. I'm gonna tweak this one to the right about 50 cents. Not 50, 36 to 30, somewhere around there. Quite a bit, and this one to the left the same. So we're getting a better sound. This knob here is your phase randomness. I'm going to tweak that to about the middle. So how do we make that fatter? Well, we go to the functions tab and we hit this button called fat mode. What that does is it turns this delay unit here into kind of like a like if you use Massive, or if you've heard of it, there's a thing for unison and voices and shit. It kind of turns it into something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the feed up some so that there's audio running into this unit. We're going to turn the time on this down because we don't want echoes, we want it to be voices like at the same time. And let's listen now. Sounds the same. Why? Well, we got to change the pitch on those other oscillators. So tweak this knob about 20 cents up. And I'm going to put it all the way up to 10. And here's a B flat scale. You know, simple A flat. Oop. Yeah, I'm gonna start that one over. You know, so you have a good sound. It's in tune, and it sounds good. So, where do we go from there? Well, I'm gonna go to the miscellaneous tab and set my max polyphony to 20. What that does is say I can't play more than 2 notes at once because never mind. That's totally not working like it should be. I don't know why. It could be sometimes this fat mode messes with other parts of the synth because it's kind of a not normal way of doing it, but it's part of 3XOSC, so whatever. So now we need to tweak that sound and make it fatter. I have about 5 minutes to do that, so let's get to it. I have it routed to effects 1, as you can see here. So I went to my first mixer track, and let's put a chorus on it. I'm going to use Fruity Chorus, turn the delay down to about 7, depth up to about 2.8. Let's listen. Sounds fatter, a little bit cleaner. The Fruity Flanger comes with a nice preset for people who don't really understand all this stuff called Slight Detune. Even fatter, and I want to throw another chorus on it to make it even fatter. I'm going to leave this one stock. So we've got a good sound. It's losing some of its growl after running through all that chorus and flanger. It's losing some growl, so I'm going to put a Fruity Flash disc on it. Now it's got too much. You hear how it sounds nasty and distorted. So the way we fix that, turn the threshold down to about there, somewhere around there. Turn the mix down a little bit, and turn the preamp down some. So we now have, without that it sounds like, with it, I could probably turn the threshold up some. There, that's a good bit. And I'm going to run it through another chorus, just because I can. And now I'm going to add some reverb, because every trance sound has reverb because it's trance. So I'm going to turn the delay up to about 50 milliseconds. That's 46, that's close enough. Turn the decay to about 1.92 seconds. Leave all the other knobs the same. Let's listen. You know, so we have a good sound. You could play a melody with this, like you could do some crazy clown shit. You could do whatever. This could be your pad for your chords or whatever. If you wanted to, you could put an envelope on the volume. Let me see how much time I have. About 2 minutes, so about just enough. Alright, so this is your volume tab. It's, oh, not what I meant to do. Fuck. Alright. So, under the Instrument Properties tab, go to your volume, and you have your envelope here. Pretty much, envelopes are simple. The higher the attack is, the slower the build-in. The shorter the attack, you know, the good stuff. You know, just like a normal envelope. You know, the hold, the decay, the release, the sustain. If you don't know envelopes, look up a tutorial for ADSR, attack, decay, sustain, release, envelope. You'll find them. They're not hard. Anyway, I want it to build in just a little bit, hold for a little bit. I want it to decay to this over a little bit of a time, and I want to add just a little bit of release. So now it sounds like this. So this is more like a pad. So and that's how you do it. Just mess around with different waveforms and different, you know, combinations of, you know, chorus, flanger, you know, distortion and whatnot, and you'll come up with some pretty cool things. You don't forget you have your slide. You could use this as a delay like it's meant to be. You have an arpeggiator here. It doesn't seem to work when you have the fat mode on. Your slide doesn't work when you have fat mode on either, I found out. You could use the filter here built in with it, or you could use an external filter to do some cool effects. Just be creative, you know. You've got the basics, you know the waveforms, you know what each of the individual waves sound like, so when you combine them, you know, you have properties from both. So if you want something hard with a nice undertone, a saw wave with a nice low sine wave underneath it, you know? Possibilities are endless, but this is it. Peace.